All right, so today we're gonna read Dear Dragon, which is what kind of genre of literary text? If I had my sticks, sir.
Fantasy.
Fantasy, yes. And what does it mean to be a fantasy story? Sir.
It's like mythical.
Mythical, what a big boy word. What else, sir? No. Sir, ma'am? It's going to be fiction. Fiction is fake, right? So it's fantasy, it's fake. We might have something mythological. I'm going to read it. Fantasies are imaginative stories. So imaginative meaning I have to imagine it. I have to make it up, make believe. Imaginative stories with characters and events that could not be real. So what might we see in a fantasy genre book, sir? A dragon, good prediction. Anything that's not real. So some specific examples, sir? A green goblin? Sir, ma'am? Yeah, stuff can fly, sir.
Talking animals.
Talking animals?
In the story, what's going to happen?
No, just what might happen in a fantasy story. We're not just going to see like, oh, a girl wakes up and goes to school and comes home, the end. That would be a...
Non-fiction.
That would be a realistic fiction.
So,
But if it was a true story, it would be nonfiction, right?
Like a cat that wears clothes like humans and he walks to school and he talks to kids and he does his work like humans.
That would be which genre? Fantasy, right. So our umbrella term that we're using, our label or our heading would be genres, right? Literary meaning like books, literary genres. We have two so far. Our first one we learned about was realistic fiction, and that means
something that is fake but it can happen.
something that is a fake story, but it could happen. It's
Just
based on real things.
It's like a realistic fiction book, and a cat actually, I've seen on YouTube a cat actually steal someone's hoverboard. So that was realistic fiction.
No.
But it wasn't literary. It wasn't a book, right? So
But it was true.
our umbrella is literary genre. The first one was realistic fiction, and the one that we just are talking about right now is fantasy. So we can see the separation between the two, right?
Yes.
Harry Potter would be,
Fantasy.
Judy Moody would be,
Realistic fiction.
yeah. See the difference? Please stop swinging my door.
Some can be real, but some can be fake.
Good. So, fantasies are imaginative stories with characters and events that could not be real. Letters, what are letters? All of our pen pallers should know. Sir?
Just a newspaper that people write to you about to know what you're saying, to know about you, and you can ask questions about them too.
Yes, I love that. I love how you mentioned that it's a back and forth between two people, right? I just don't write a letter hoping to never hear from them again. I want to hear back. Yeah, so a letter, it's in the bold right here. Check out your text features. Letters are written messages from one person to another. And then poetry, what is poetry? Ooh, yeah. Sir? Sir?
Rhyming words.
Could be rhyming words. Yeah, sir?
It's when you write like something, but it's mixed up.
It's mixed up.
Or like you describe it.
So, poetry uses a lot of describing words. Good. So, poetry uses the sounds and rhythms of words to show images and express feelings. So it might not have to rhyme, but we want it to keep that same pace. We don't say oranges are great, and they're also my favorite food to eat when I kind of stay up late and maybe I go to bed at 8. Right? It needs to keep, oranges are great, I eat them at 8. Or even if it doesn't rhyme, it would still need to keep The same little pace, okay? Very good. Poetry, good. Fantasies often include events that do not follow the laws of nature or time. So could we time travel in a fantasy?
No.
Yes.
Could we fly in a fantasy?
Yes.
Yeah. Could I have magic in a fantasy?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can you throw a book in the building? Yes.
Letters begin with a greeting. What would give me an example of a greeting when we write a friendly letter? Ma'am.
Dear somebody.
Dear somebody, comma, skip a line. Perfect. And poems use descriptive language that often rhymes. So would I say, oh, it's quite warm in here? Or could you say, oh, it's blazing like a hot sun in here?
Yeah.
Right? Right? I mean, you get the point across. Oreos are my favorite. Or
Oreo, my favorite. That's the sun part.
describe it, right? If I could only have one food in the entire world, it would just be Oreos, the ooey gooey creamy frosting and the crunchy delicious chocolate.
Correction,
Right.
Oreos aren't food.
So we use descriptive language in poetry. So think about the title and genre of this text. The title is Dear Dragon. And we know it's a fantasy, so let's hear some predictions. What is a prediction, sir?
A prediction. Wait, are you pointing to me?
Can you read that right there for me, sir?
Me?
Yep. Prediction on our word wall.
Prediction. What will happen next? A prediction is a guess you make about what is going to happen in a selection or story. For example, you see a dragon in a book and you wonder, you predict, is a dragon? What's gonna happen? I think there's gonna be a dragon that a kid met, and I'll try to write a letter to him. And then at the end of the movie, I can see if my prediction is right. And at the end of the book, I was right.
Very good. That was very elaborate. Thank you, sir. So a prediction is kind of using what you have and making a guess about what you think is going to happen next. So let's hear some guesses about Dear Dragon. Those predictions. Let's see. Ma'am, number 6.
I predicted that this story is like a random letter from a dragon, and then he'll tell everyone about the letter, and no one will believe it in school. Everyone will laugh at him, but then the next day, whenever he sends a letter to the dragon will write back, and then everyone's like slowly they're gonna believe him, but like in reality, actually he might be right, but actually what they're saying is, haha, no, that's not right. Dragons don't exist and stuff.
I love that prediction. A lot of twists and turns there, a lot of conflict in the plot. Sir.
That he meets a dragon and they become friends, but the boy doesn't know that he's a dragon.
Okay. Ma'am?
Maybe the boy will go to a different school and the dragon is in the school up high.
Ooh.
One day they mysteriously get picked from pen pals and they don't know who they are. And then they start sending pen pal letters. But maybe at the end they'll find out that they're writing to a human, freak out, but still be friends.
I like that one. Sir, and then we're done.
Okay, mine is gonna be that he has a pen pal, which is a dragon. No, what from the cover, I'm gonna guess that he was walking that he was just taking a walk. A dragon came by, gave him a letter. He took the letter, started reading it, and said, "I'm a dragon. Do you want to be my pen pal?" And then they became pen pals and best friends.
So someone thinks it's a mystery pen pal. Someone thinks he's up front right at the beginning. Yo, I'm a dragon.
Pen pal.
Sir? I said sir, and then we're done.
Is it a pen pal Bulldogs
Oh.
elementary school thing?
Yeah, we do it in our class.
I think everyone's gonna make a letter and then they give it to someone that they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Then and then from a dragon, and then he's like, wow.
Very cool. And sir, you're our last one.
I figured that maybe he was going to school, and then they were about to pick pen pals. So then the dragon got the dragon acting pen pal with the little boy, but the little boy's pen pal was not the dragon. But then the dragon sent him letters, and then he just he could become friend pen pal, and then they started writing letters to each other, but they never knew. I mean, they were like
Writing too?
yeah. Like
Very
the
good.
boy did not know.
Yes.
And the dragon did not know he was a boy.
Awesome. So we have a lot of good predictions.